Hi everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name's Adam and this is Friday Sews. So I'd just like to say a big hi to AJ, a big hi to Mark and a big hi to Maisie. This week I've been sort of carrying on from last week and I've been doing some more stuff to do with the Christmas market that I'm doing in December. So I've been making some napkins and some other different things this week. One of the sets of napkins that I did make are the ones that look like little Christmas trees. So you press them, you make them in a semicircle, and then you press them and they look like a Christmas tree. So when they open out, they are semicircular. These are made from a really nice quilting cotton that I got from Fabrics by Penny community group on Facebook. It has all of Santa's clothing on it. I think these are the ones that I got delivered literally just before I started filming last week. So I'm making these in sets of 6. I've made 2 sets so far, with 2 different types of Christmas cotton. The backing of these, the navy, is from the 5 meters of blue 100% cotton that my husband got me from IKEA, so that's coming really handy. So I've got 2 sets of those out of the way. I also had we are looking after my parents' dog this weekend because they've gone away for the weekend. So at the moment my husband is out walking my mum's dog Casey and Luna. But it's been a really interesting week this week. I had a very nice surprise parcel turn up, which has come all the way from Florida, which, believe it or not, actually got here quicker than I ever assumed it would do, because when I sent some stuff over to Florida, it took, I think, about 2 weeks to get there, which is really odd. It seems to take longer for stuff to get out of the UK to America than it does for America to get stuff into the UK, which is bizarre. But anywho, I was talking to Jen from Jen in Jen's sewing room a little while ago, and was saying to her that it's really hard to get double brush poly in the UK, and it seems to be in the States. DBP is quite easy to come by, and it seems to be, I think you can get it in Joann's and different other places as well. So I was very excited this week. I got a parcel turn up with a really lovely card with a really nice message in it as well from Jen. And she also sent me some shells that are from Venice Beach, which I have already taken out of there, and I've put them in a little dish over here next to my sewing machine. So it's got some really cute, nice little pieces of sort of like oyster shell, which is sort of mother of pearl. So I've popped those over there. And then I got 2 yards, because obviously in the States they do everything by the yard rather than the metre. So she sent me 2 yards of navy DBP, which is going to be a top for myself, or maybe some sort of lounge pants for at home, because I struggle to find anything that's really soft but a good stretch other than cotton lycra, and sometimes I just fancy a change. And the other one that she sent me was this really nice sort of typical Florida palm trees, sort of cheese plant leaf design, and I just absolutely love it. I'm so grateful to her. And if you haven't already checked out Jen from Jen's Sewing Room, I will pop a link to her channel in the cards. I think it's that corner. I can never get it right. But besides making some stuff out of those for myself, the only other things that I've got to do this week is really boring. My dad started a new job this week, so he's had to have a load of new uniform. So I took up a pair of trousers for him last weekend, I think it was, when we went out for lunch. They came down to us, so I took a pair up for him while he was here, so that he had a pair that was the right length to start work with this week. But he's now dropped off another 2 pairs with the dog, which I need to take up this week. And I also was sorting through all of my fabrics, and I stumbled across some of the offcuts of the PUL that I used to make my husband's coat from, which is the I Am Jack's coat by I Am Patterns. I'll pop a I won't click the link above. I'll pop a link in the cards for the Friday Sews that I showed that one, just so if you're interested in the I Am Jack's pattern. It's a really good pattern. I've actually currently got some quilted quilted ripstop type fabric cut out in an I Am Jack's coat in a slightly smaller size for myself, which I have stitched the pockets onto the front panels because it has two sort of patch pockets sort of here, and that's as far as I've got with that so far. So I do need to crack on with that because otherwise it's never going to be finished before it even stops raining. The other thing that I made this week, I made my mum a t-shirt, which is the Galaxy tee, which is the one that Jen's been making recently, and I think the other person that has made one is Lisa from One Lisa Show. So I will pop her channel in the description box, and I'll pop a card in as well where she showed the Galaxy tee. I think she did it in a pattern review or possibly in her sort of like monthly makes. So I made one for Mum, which is from that was from a sort of burnout jersey, which I've not got any of that left, I don't think, because I think I used it all up. But I have got a photo of it, which I will pop in here. The other one that I've made is for a friend and client of mine that I'm seeing tomorrow, which is from this. It's made from a 100%. It's not 100%. Sorry, it's a 95% organic cotton lycra blend with 5% lycra. So this is the Galaxy tee by Pattern Scissors Cloth, I think it is. I can see why Jen from Jen's Sewing Room always gets confused saying that, because it doesn't make, like she said, you always want to say rock, paper, scissors rather than Pattern Scissors Cloth. But anywho, so that is Pattern Scissors Cloth Galaxy tee, which I found quite interesting because I didn't actually tell this friend of mine what the pattern was called, and she actually chose fabric that is basically a galaxy, which is kind of cool, I think. I still have the violet top up on the curtain rail, which I still haven't put buttons in, but I will do that this weekend because when Mum and Dad come and pick up their dog, she needs to take that home with her because it is for her. So again, yeah, that is still lurking there, looking at me wanting buttons put on it. Which now I've got my new Benina, it's a hell of a lot easier putting buttons on things, because I had to do some boxer shorts this week for a friend that ordered some. So I did a woven pair of cotton boxer shorts and I put 2 little buttonholes on the fly front. And the foot that goes with that Benina, for the buttonholes is absolutely brilliant. You literally tell it to do the length of one side of the buttonhole, press the auto button on it, and then it literally just does the bar tack at the bottom, goes back up, shoots across, does the bar tack at the top. And then from then onwards, it will do the same size buttonhole automatically, as many as you like, but as long as you don't switch the machine off. So you could do 150 as long as you don't switch the machine off in between. I'm waiting on a fabric delivery as we speak. I have had an email from them saying that it's coming, which is a delivery of fabric that I bought from a friend of mine, Claire. And it has got some DBP in it, which she, I believe, got from someone that had imported it into the UK from the US. So I'm looking forward to that turning up. So after filming the video, literally 2 seconds later, the delivery came. So I thought I'd just quickly show you. So I've got some mustard DBP, some butterfly DBP. Some more of the French Terry with French Bulldogs on. A remnant of the other French Bulldog, French Terry. Some really, really nice rose coloured double brush poly, which isn't showing up very well because I'm using the wrong camera. Some turquoise double brush poly. Wow, this is some parcel. Some green poly jersey. This parcel is enormous. This baseball double brush poly. Some cotton woven, which I will make some popcorn bags from. And then the piece de resistance is the ET French Terry. Oh, no, cotton lycra, sorry. Heavyweight cotton lycra. And the Christmas gizmo one. I'm also off to Kent this weekend. Fingers crossed that I have enough time to fit it in, but I will be dropping off a Brother Innov-is NV870 that I picked up secondhand for a friend of mine. She's been after one for quite a while, and this one came up, and funnily enough it was literally like 20 minutes from my house, so that should be gone this weekend hopefully, and I will get to see my friend in Kent, which is great. And possibly have enough time while I'm there just to have a little play around with it with her. And we might get a bit of embroidery done before I head back home. The only other thing really that I did this week was some more bunting for the Christmas fair that's coming up, which I have done a tutorial on how I do my bunting. So I'll pop a link in the cards for the bunting tutorial video, and I'll also put it on the end screen just in case you wanted to see that. But as I say, I think I'm trying to look through all of my things that I've done this week. I am going to cut out a t-shirt in some of that DBP that Jen sent me because I want to wear that tomorrow. So I do need to get that done today because otherwise I won't be able to wear it. But besides that, I think that is it for this week. There's been a lot going on in life recently with work and different things, so sewing has been put on the back burner, but I have been able to cram things in as and when I can. If there's any questions that you've got about any of the patterns that I speak about or anything like that, just pop them in the comments below and I'll get back to you. I really appreciate you all watching, and I'll hopefully see you next Friday, if not before, if I manage to squeeze in another tutorial for something. But I hope you all have a good weekend. I hope you all get time to sew something this weekend, even if it's just sitting in your sewing room and going through all your fabric. But I hope you all have a great weekend. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you all soon.